ने किसी भी मुख्यमंत्री के किसी भी ऑर्डर को नल एंड वॉइड नहीं किया है। और पिछले 6 महीने में मेरी सरकार में एलजी साहब ने और केंद्र सरकार ने मिलकर मेरे 30 ऑर्डर्स को नल एंड वॉइड डिक्लेयर कर दिया है। 30 ऑर्डर्स। मैं कुछ भी ऑर्डर पास करूं, अगले दिन वहां से आ जाता है वी हियर बाय डिक्लेयर योर ऑर्डर नल एंड वॉइड। हाउ डू आई फंक्शन? इट्स नॉट जस्ट एनक्रोचमेंट ऑफ माई अथॉरिटी, दे आर ऑल्सो एनक्रोचिंग अबाउट द जुडिशरीज अथॉरिटी। बिकॉज अगर मैं लेट्स अज्यूम कि मैं सारे ऑर्डर गलत पास कर रहा हूं, they have no right to declare my order null and void. Let them go to judiciary. Let them file a case in high court. Judiciary has the power to declare my orders null and void. उसी तरह से हमारे ऑफिसर्स हैं, दिल्ली सरकार के ऑफिसर्स हैं, they report to me. उनको ऊपर से ऑर्डर्स आते हैं कि आप जो मुख्यमंत्री ने ये ऑर्डर पास किया है आप उसको नहीं मानेंगे, और अगर आप मुख्यमंत्री के ऑर्डर को मानेंगे तो स्ट्रिक्ट डिसिप्लिनरी एक्शन विल बी टेकन अगेंस्ट यू एंड योर सैलरी विल बी स्टॉप्ड। 17 सितंबर को एक मेमोरेंडम जारी हुआ है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स और एलजी ऑफिस से, विच सेज दैट इफ एनी ऑफ द ऑफिसर्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ दिल्ली follows the orders of the chief minister or the council of ministers in Delhi, that officers disciplinary action will be taken against that officer and his salary will be, it's a rebellion they are causing within the Delhi government. ऐसे तो सरकार नहीं चल सकती। So ये वाला क्वेश्चन आप उनसे जाके पूछिए कि why are they causing this problem। आपने अगला क्वेश्चन पूछा कि मैं मोदी साहब की अच्छे काम की तारीफ नहीं करता, आप 3 अच्छे काम बता दीजिए, मैं तारीफ करना चालू कर दूंगा।
Thank you, Rajiv and Mr. Agarwal, Mr. Kejriwal, for your generosity in taking questions from the audience and answering them patiently. And I would like to thank the audience for asking these questions.
Thank you, Mr. Nerurkar. Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bajaj. And I take now the opportunity of inviting Ms. Preetha Reddy, Immediate Past President, IMA, and Executive Vice Chairperson, Apollo Hospitals Group, to give her concluding remarks.
Namaste. It's truly an honor to be on the same stage as our very inspiring Chief Minister, Shri Arvind Kejriwal ji. My good friend Rajiv Bajaj, I have been hearing you for the past, I think, 6 years. I must say that you've become truly inspirational. Your yoga teacher, I don't know if he's the one who gave you this kind of inspiration, but I think very soon you'll find a lot of people calling you a guru. So thank you for being there, Rajiv. I also asked him a question. I said, are you never afraid of anything? He said, when there is conviction, why should I be afraid? And I think that's probably one of the best lessons for transformational leadership. And I see that in both the leadership which are on the stage. Thank you so much, sir, for being there with us. Nelson Mandela in Invictus said that I am the captain of my soul and the master of my destiny. In Rajiv's presentation, the point which came across more than anything else is his sense of focus, his sense of conviction, and the fact is that he's not really doing it for himself or to prove anything to anyone, including to your father, who's a good friend of all of us. But the fact is that he wanted to do something for the company and he wanted to make that change. And especially the fact that, you know, the opposites, you have to deal with both kinds of opposites, is a great management lesson, because we cannot afford to be judgmental. And in today's scenario, where there's so many moving parts, if we are going to try and be judgmental and try and oppose many things, like our Honorable Chief Minister said, maybe it doesn't make sense at all. You know, we need to look at the end result and need to see what can we do for the greater good of mankind. What can we do not for money? What can we do so that I can make a difference in the world? And I think that is what inspirational leadership is about. And Honorable Chief Minister, thank you so much for your insights. You have truly shown, like Gandhiji did, how to be the change. That to be the change, you have to be the change yourself. And I think you've shown that, sir. Because in your own quiet, indomitable way, you have swept a change, just not with a broom, but in everyone's hearts. And I think that has been inspirational. the young population, the young public of India, I think, have seen that there is something which will be at the end of the tunnel, and I think a light at the end of the tunnel, and they're seeing that. In fact, when the elections were going on, my father, in his own spirited way, said, "Have you ever looked at a lotus in a lotus pond?" And we all said, "Yes, of course. You know, there are many lotus ponds, especially in the south of India." He said, "No, you know from where the lotus comes. The beautiful bloom comes from a lot of slush and muck. So this party is going to bloom like the lotus pond and be inspirational for the rest of India." So I think that was a lesson I learned from my father. While I thank all of you for the great honor which was bestowed on me, and it's something which is given, I think, by IMA to all the past presidents, for two reasons: to remind them that once they lay down the presidentship, we still have a lot of work to do. So I think that's what this honor is about. But while accepting the honor, I have to acknowledge another very inspirational leader in my life, and that is Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy came back from the United States because his father said, if you're a successful cardiologist in the United States, it's not going to make a difference in India. You might make a lot of money in the United States, but what will I say that my son did? So Dr. Reddy packed up his wife and 4 children and came back to India with one very fancy car, a washing machine and a dryer. He sold it all because he literally had no money to set up an office, and started his first office in Chennai. He started the Apollo hospitals because a man died and could not go abroad in time for did not have the money to go to the US for heart surgery. Today, India does 2 lakh heart surgeries every year. So, you know, that's the kind of change which has happened. But having said that, Dr. Reddy today, when we talk about strategy and focus, he talks to the 4 of us and he says, listen, everybody is handling healthcare. We've raised the bar. We've got, you know, many certifications. We've worked well with many parties, governments, investors, stakeholders. But today, all of you have to make a commitment to make a difference and to keep people out of hospitals. You know, keep people well, because it's not the money, it's not the returns on investment. The biggest return on investment is if you can keep fit, if you can keep well, and if you can keep people out of hospitals. Because our generation has to safeguard the health of the next generation, and I think that's a responsibility that all of us have today. And our Honorable Chief Minister has shown the way that we can actually if we have the willpower, we can actually make that huge difference. And I think that is great leadership. Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has always been inspirational about the way he changed Singapore. And in one of his speeches, he said, "I'm very determined. If I decide that something is worth doing, I'll put my heart and soul to it. The whole ground can be against me. But if I know it's right, I'll do it." That is a leader, and I think you've shown the way, sir. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration, and I hope that IMA will continue to have inspirational leaders in all their sessions. Thank you all so much.